Good morning, everyone. Welcome to day 5, our final day. This week flew by. I don't know if anybody else feels that way, but I'm definitely like, whoa, where did this week go? Happy Friday. I am in my yoga clothes. I'm going to go to a yoga class after this, which I'm really excited about, just to stretch and sort of get back into my body after a really fulfilling week. Yeah. So I am just, again, want to take some time to express my immense gratitude that I'm feeling for each of you and the way that you are showing up for this challenge. Reading through your day 4 mirror work and what was coming through for you and what you were opening up to yourself was just so incredibly inspiring. And know that this is just the beginning. Like, there's so much more for you as you continue to implement this work in your life. And also just want to say too that even though this is day 5 and today is our last action step, it doesn't mean that this process is over. In fact, we actually have our wrap party tomorrow, so do remember to mark your calendars for that, December 8th at 12 p.m. Eastern. And yeah, we're going to be hearing from one of your fellow participants that had an amazing experience during this challenge. We're going to be announcing more prizes and just taking some time to really celebrate and talk about what's next for you. But first, let's announce the winners of yesterday's prizes. So, for the session with me, the winner of the session with me is so perfect that you actually just hopped on watching, because I see that Carly is here. And Carly, you are the winner of the free session with me from yesterday's Mirror Work Challenge. So congratulations, and I'm going to be reaching out to you with further information on that. And then the planetary body type session with Linda Buckman, personal style therapist. That is going to go to Melissa May Anderson. Congratulations, Melissa. And I will be putting you in touch with Linda to find out more information about that. But congratulations to both of you for winning yesterday's prize. So today's lesson is one that I love to talk about so much. It's arguably the thing that I spend the most time talking to my clients about. It's powerful and essential not only to our relationship to our body, but how we are showing up in our lives, right? Good morning, Julie. Thank you for tuning in. So today we're going to talk about self-worth and how we've been doing self-worth backwards. And we're going to start by talking about the principle of be, do, have versus have, do, be. So this is a concept that's pretty popular in personal development spaces. It's talked about in the book Conversations with God. And our society operates from a place of have, do, be, which is totally backwards. So have, do, be, what that is saying, and if we use our bodies as an example, what our society would say about bodies is that once we have the ideal body, right, then we can take action, right? So let's say it's like put yourself out there to be in a relationship and get a boyfriend, right? So once you have the body, then you can put yourself out there, be in the relationship, and then you'll be lovable, worthy, enough, right? So it suggests that in order to be lovable, worthy, and enough, you need to have the ideal body, get the boyfriend, and then you'll be there, right? So that's how our society operates, or tells us to operate. However, it's actually the opposite that's true. We inherently can and should really operate from a place of be, do, have. Meaning we start from the place of I am worthy, I am enough, I am valuable just as I am. That inspires action, right? That leads to us having what it is we want, right? So I'm worthy and enough just as I am, right? That inspires me to put myself out there, to meet people, to go on a date, right? And then that results in having what I want, right? That love and connection with another human being. See how much more loving and empowering that is? See how it's starting from a place that's really rock solid? I'm going to use another example too, and it's something that I'm actually sort of putting out there right now, right? So today I'm not wearing makeup, and every single day this week I have done my makeup and done my hair for these videos because I like to express myself with makeup, and it's kind of like what Robin was talking about in her video yesterday. I like to wear nice clothes, I like to wear makeup and do my hair, right? However, in the past I believed that in order to be taken seriously, in order to be successful, I needed to look that way, right? I needed to have my hair done, my makeup done. I needed to look the part in order to be taken seriously, right? However, in order to, and then in that case, in order to know that I'm worthy and enough and respectable and lovable, all of those things. And so now I'm working to reclaim that. I'm working to say, hey, I can show up exactly as I am because I'm already worthy and enough, right? And this morning I didn't want to do my makeup because I'm going to yoga. I'm just going to sweat it off, right? So instead of going through those motions and maybe, doing the video later or whatever it is so that I could do my makeup, I'm showing up now to do it, right? And so that's the difference. That's the difference between being in a place of have, do, be versus be, do, have. I hope this is making sense. So this is a practice, right? This is a practice to disconnect our external appearance from our self-worth so that we can show up and do the work that we want to do or have the things that we want to have now instead of waiting for some version of ourselves to arrive, right? So another thing that I just want to mention is that this can really be a trap, right? It keeps us in this place of like one day thinking where our lives are just going by, right? And so many of my clients tell me that they've put their businesses on hold or relationships on hold or just their dreams on hold until their body or their external appearance changes, right? And we're going to begin to practice the idea of being the thing that we think we're going to be once we have the ideal body or the ideal external appearance. So we're going to practice being in that state of being. And the thing, again, about self-worth, which I see that Julie is calling out, is that we are inherently worthy. It's inherent within us. It's not something that can ever be taken away from you. This is something that I call rock solid self-worth. When it's something you're building your self-worth on rock solid ground instead of the sinking sands of the external, right? So when we're building our self-worth on the external, it's on really, really shaky ground, right? So let's say you're placing your self-worth on being thin or having the ideal body, right? But what if you are a woman and you decide to have a baby and your body changes or your hormones fluctuate? What if you simply put on weight because your body needed it, right? Does that suddenly mean you're no longer worthy? So let that sit for a while. What if you've placed your worth in your beauty or your youth, right? And like every human being on planet Earth, your age, right? Are you no longer worthy because you are getting older, right? Yes, Eva, yes. My body is not my self-worth. What if you are placing your worth on your business or your success, right? Yet your business has a lull. Are you no longer worthy because of that? That's something that I struggled with too. Do you see what I'm getting at here? Your worth is not decided for you by anything external. Not your body, not your relationship, not your success or financial standing, not anything outside of you. And we're going to do an exercise right now to start to support you in moving away from focusing on the external and placing your self-worth on the external, and move away from that limited way of thinking so that you can really begin to step into your truth and know that you are inherently worthy no matter what. And I have a really, really powerful client story that goes along with this. So I have a client that I worked with who is a personal trainer. And that is an industry where there's a lot of pressure to look a certain way, right? And so she put an immense amount of pressure on herself to lose weight and have this very aspirational body. And she started doing some really extreme things with her diet, lost a ton of weight. But ultimately what ended up happening is that her body, in the most loving way possible, sent her some really intense signals that it didn't like what she was doing. Her metabolism shut down, she lost her period, her hair fell out, right? So all of these things started to happen, and she put weight back on her body. And she realized that when that happened, when her body did this really loving thing for her to send her that message that what she was doing was dangerous and not working, her self-worth went down the toilet, right? She felt like she was no longer worthy because she didn't have that ideal body. And so we started to work together to build up her self-worth, to start with where she knows she's inherently worthy. And now what's really incredible is that she's finally said to me that she no longer has this cord of attachment between her external appearance and her happiness. She knows she can be happy no matter what her body looks like, right? And in this place, there's so many possibilities opening up for her. She's like, I could be or do anything. I don't have to be a personal trainer. Maybe I will be, but there's all of these things that are opening up for her, and she's getting to ask these really powerful questions of herself that have nothing to do with, am I worthy? Can I do this thing? Does my body decide if I'm able to do this thing, right? So I just want to let you know that that's possible for you too if you resonate with her story, if that's something that you've struggled with. So how do we do that? Well, the reason that I left this step for last is because it does take the most work. It does take the most time and support and healing to really build this up, right? So I'm going to invite you that this isn't going to happen overnight, that the action step that we're going to take today is just the initial step. And then tomorrow at the wrap party, I'm going to show you how you can take it further if you would like to. So the first step is, and this is your action step for today, is to sit down and acknowledge everything that you appreciate about yourself that has nothing to do with your external appearance or accomplishments or the labels that you give yourself. So it's not worthy because I'm worthy because I'm a business owner. It's not I'm worthy because I'm attractive. It's not worthy because I'm a mother or a wife, right? It's not any of the external things that are happening around you. It's the stuff that you know to be true inside of you. So that might look like I nurture others, right? I'm committed to my growth. I'm infinitely positive. I'm caring and kind and intelligent. I've overcome trauma and challenges and disappointments and chronic illnesses. It also doesn't have to be anything major either. It could literally be, I'm worthy because I got out of bed this morning and that was hard. Or I'm worthy because I continued to breathe today and that felt really hard. So you're meeting yourself where you're at, you're acknowledging what you know to be true about yourself that makes you, that's allows you to be solid in your worthiness, that has nothing to do with your external appearance. Does that make sense? And these are things that you know cannot change. These are things that are inherent within you. In fact, these are the parts of you that when we reclaim our power from the external, they actually begin to lead the external in a way that surprises and delights you and ends up being even better than you could have ever imagined, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to sit down, do this exercise, and as your proof, in order to be eligible for the prizes for tomorrow, is to share at least one of your rock solid self-worth statements in the group. And of course, comment a word of encouragement on at least 3 of your fellow participants' videos. And that is it. Oh, and the prizes for tomorrow. Of course, the free session with me and my introductory 21 Days to Love Your Body online course. So those are the 2 prizes for tomorrow. And yeah, that is it. I cannot believe this is our final video. I think that's why I'm rambling on a little bit more, because I don't want it to end. But of course, we will be together again tomorrow. And yeah, we'll have more time to celebrate and acknowledge, and for me to be all gushy and mushy about how inspired I am by all of you. But in the meantime, I love each and every one of you so much. I cannot wait to see what you come up with as far as your rock solid self-worth statements, and I'm sending you all so much love, and I will see you tomorrow. Mwah! Bye everyone.